you could be a member of any band that's playing right now that's like a current band, what would it be?
It seems like it would be pretty great to be someone in the Comets on Fire.
It's Deerhoof, or Hoof, Black Fiction.
Sonic Youth.
And then if you could have been like in the past in some band, what band would you like to have played in?
The Flaming Lips.
Smashing Pumpkins.
I really liked That Dog.
I think being in camp would be awesome.
If you weren't playing music, what would you be doing with yourself?
Writing anything, really. I love the English language so much that if it wasn't music, it'd be words.
Maybe I'd be a famous philosopher, and rich philosopher, because I'm sure they make a lot of money.
I think I might be looking more into photography and film, because that's something that holds my interest.
I've always kind of had an aspiration to be a teacher, like probably like a high school teacher or a college teacher.
If you were given $1 million and you either had to spend it starting your own record label or taking the band that you're in now, The Loved Republic, and touring the world, what would you rather do?
If I started my own record label, I could eventually tour the world anyway, at some point, because I would have the funding to do it. But yeah, I'd start a record label.
Touring the world with Loved Republic.
I don't know. Record labels could have $1 million and still, I still feel like people wouldn't care. I suppose I would want a $1 million budget for a tour for sure, absolutely.
Touring with the Loved Republic. I want to take it out to people. Like, I want it to mean something, not only to us, but other people.
Have you ever done or been into psychedelic drugs?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes, lots.
I think I was scared of them for a long time, and just being curious about them kind of like broke me through that, but once I tried them, I really liked them.
If you could tell me like one of your most vivid experiences.
From psychedelic drugs?
Yeah, or like one of the most amazing experiences you've had.
If everything that you know or remember can be represented as a node on a grid.
The acid was just kicking in.
There was one point where we were completely embracing.
We were up all night.
The whole house is just filled with smoke.
I was at the center of this grid.
We were in Golden Gate Park.
I saw this guy waving to me.
You can't see anything. You can hear music and you can like hear people yelling and stuff.
The entire grid around me began to disappear.
And all of a sudden the artwork just really came alive, and all of a sudden I was seeing all these subversive memes.
He was all in green.
Just start like going crazy with him, and like the two of us are just like grabbing board games and tossing stuff around.
Everything that I knew and everything that I remembered was disappearing.
And then the forest just seemed like it was constantly changing colors.
He just kept waving at me. He was across the street, and then he came closer and closer.
It's time to get back to work. He starts like shoveling up board games and like tossing them over his shoulder.
It was literally just me and a single node, which was, I don't know anything anymore.
Oh my God, I feel like the season's just changed.
He's just gonna like get in my thoughts and like never leave.
And it's on fire, and there's like this pile of socks on fire.
Yeah, I think I contemplated calling 911.
People were dancing, like jumping up and down on the cars.
Then all of a sudden he just like comes closer and closer to me, and he starts doing cartwheels.
We're like grabbing buckets of water and like trying to put this fire out.
But luckily I think someone brought Taco Bell, and then I forgot about it.
I didn't know if it was reality.
And I was screaming, "Is this a Kafka dream?"
It's all here.
Yeah.
The grid populated again.
Did your experience with psychedelic drugs at all influence the music you're making now?
I feel like I've kind of let myself out of that box in different ways, other than psychedelic drugs.
I'm still not exactly sure where music comes from. Like the music that goes on up here.
Yeah, I do. I think it's influenced my mind, period. I don't think there's certain drugs that you can't really take back.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yes. I think especially with the Love Republic, we go a lot of places that are very unconventional and have very twisted yet existent structures. And I think a lot of acid led me to those places. And so there are times when we're playing that it really feels kind of like I'm returning to some of those places of really bizarre logic.